Yo, 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 what it is? What it is? We back. Yo, hit that like button, hit that like button. Right. Yeah, yo. Hold on. We gotta talk more about that. You know, we talked about it last night. But hold on, let me put these tags in this video. Yo, so yesterday, right? Make sure I hit that like button. Man, where I'm at. Chilling. Out back. Yo, what the fuck is you doing? Why you always gotta come all close to me making all that noise, man? Oh, yeah. I'm in America. Yo, why I only got one like, yo? Come on, we just getting started. Hit the like button. What the fuck is you talking about, happy person? What's going on, yo? It's too early for the dumb shit, yo. It's 12 o'clock noon. We ain't got no time for dumb shit early in the morning, man. Well, it's still early for some people. Yo, fucking dumbass, they need to take that bitch in the house. Robbie TV, Blue Green, what it is. Hold on, let me put the tags in this video, because we got to have a real conversation. Because yesterday, sunshine, what it is, baby. Because yesterday, right, I said that I ain't taking no motherfucking 25-year plea. And I stand on that. You heard me? I turned down, when I was going through my situation, people who know my situation have been following me for a while. They offered me 20 years. I say, man, fuck no. But my situation was different. You know what I mean? My case was weak as a motherfucker. I shouldn't have did 20 days, to be honest. You know what I mean? Shouldn't even been charged for that shit. But everybody's situation is not the same. You feel me? Hold on, let me put the tags in this video. And I want to go back. And I want to, man, speak to the UK. What's up, Lisa? Make sure you subscribe, man. What's up, Knight? Speak to the motherfucking rack, man. Straight from the rack with it. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all new, y'all. And yo, people gotta start sharing the lives, man. Last week, yo, we didn't get a whole lot of shares on the live. We was getting way more shares when we was doing uploads. But you gotta share the live too, man. Yo, look, I told you, Barry, we ain't on no dumb shit today, so it's too early for that. Hold on, let me finish putting the tags in this video. What you mean, why? Appreciate it, Night. Yeah, cause we ready to have a real conversation. So, I'm just trying to let my duds run around for a minute. You know, they like to escape if I ain't out here, so you gotta watch them motherfuckers closely, you heard me? That dumbass Doug, he fucking barking. That bitch in the house. Hey, yo, y'all motherfucker, yo. I think yo trolls get up earlier than normal people, y'all. I mean, I think they might need to do a study on trolls. I mean, what are the troll hours? What time do trolls normally wake up? Cause I don't think they wake up the same time as regular people. You know, you catch these niggas at night, early in the morning. I don't even think they go to do trolls sleep? Yo, do trolls sleep? I don't think they do. I don't fucking know, man. Ask Umar Johnson that shit, man. I ain't never sat back and thought about, you know, who's the most racist. Everybody probably got some racism in them. But all right. So yesterday I was talking about trouble, right? Yeah, they do, yo. They'll go, they'll go to sleep, yo. Trolls stay up all night. Niggas like vampires. You heard me? Niggas like vampires. Motherfucking. But anyway. So yesterday I was talking about Atlanta rapper Cashout, right? And how they offered him a 25-year plea. Now we all know, well, if you don't know, Shorty got life. You know, Cashout the rap had that ride smoking on Keisha. I think after yo, bitch won't stop barking. He sound like one of my motherfucking dudes. God damn. The fuck up, bitch. It's time to build what? They said what? So yeah, so this happened after, you know, this little prostitution shit he started doing. Hey, get from over there. Little prostitution shit he started doing happened after the you know, his buzz went down from music. What's up, what it is. And yo, that was a terrible decision. Yo, what the boys say, yo, pimpin' ain't dead, these niggas just scared. I think niggas deserve to be scared. You know, they giving niggas life. I mean, and Cash Out was alleged of some crazy, wild things, yo, you know, to be involved in that manner. But they offered him a 25-year plea. The fuck? They offered him a 25-year plea, right? And I told y'all I would not take 25 years. But these are different circumstances. So y'all know his mother was tied into this shit. And I just had a talk with my man Ham. He the one that changed my perspective. For some reason yesterday I wasn't thinking about this. Sweet to Ham, Raw Dope Podcast. Make sure y'all tap in the Raw Dope Podcast. Hit that like button, man. We got 10 likes. 49 people, 10 likes. Hit the like button. Because ain't nobody else going to keep it this real. So, Cash Out should have took that 25-year plea, yo. Yo, sometimes you got to bite the bullet, man. And that's the thing, yo, with this street shit that people want to be a part of. Yo, sometimes you got to bite the bullet. You feel me? You get in a house raid, they lock your mother up, lock your girl up. Yo, you going to have to take the case. You know what I mean? You riding in the car, riding dirty, your girl in the car, with you, your kids in the car, however it may go. They lock everybody up, yo, you gonna have to take the case, man. Yo, but yo, sometimes you got, yo, if you really did it, I mean, if you really did it, yo, sometimes you gotta accept reality, yo. That's the problem, yo. Don't nobody want to accept reality no more. People want to live in their own minds, yo. Like, yo, if he really did that, and based off of what his mother said and what his cousin said in their before they got sentenced, they did that. If Cash Out, See, this my thing, right? And this is what I was telling Ham. If I'm taking 25, it gotta be a deal to where so look, if I take this 25, yo, y'all gotta give my mother 10 or something. You feel me? Cut my mother loose, yo. Because you can't let the mother go down. You know what I mean? That's going like who's gonna look out for him? That'll be the person that look out for you while you in that bitch. So now the mother got 30 years, which is basically a life sentence for her. Everybody got life. Everybody got life, yo. And I think if Cash Out would have took that 25 years, they'd have been more lenient on the mother because the mother didn't get found guilty of sodomy and rape and all that other shit. Yeah, it's going down today, baby. Ball finally, you know. Yeah, man. You know, I be with the dirty clothes on every other day. But yeah though, yo. I think he could have saved his mother, yo. I think he could have constructed a deal to where as though his cousin probably wouldn't have caught life. He would have caught 25. And the mother probably would have caught like 10. Yeah, man, the mother would have caught like 10. Mother would have came home eventually. Yo, but to sit there in that situation knowing if you really did these things, knowing you did these things, and to fight it and then blow trial, it's like, yeah, see, I just shouted you out, Ham. Yeah, me and Ham was talking about it. Make sure y'all subscribe to Raw Dope Podcast. He didn't want to change my perspective. I'm like, yeah, you right. That do make sense. You know what I mean? It's like the equivalent of getting if I'm raiding your house and locking the whole house up. You feel me? For shit that you did. You did it. Yeah, man, you can't let everybody go down for some shit you did, y'all. Even and y'all know I say shit like this. Like even if I pick up my man and I'm riding dirty. I let him know we dirty. We get pulled over. Yo, we all gonna go to jail, yo. But we ain't all going to prison, bro. I ain't gonna let you go to prison, my nigga. You feel me? We gonna fight this bitch. Hey. Oh, my bad. I thought y'all ran off. No, y'all good. Y'all good. My fault. Go ahead. Man, one love from across the pond, man. What pond you across? There's a lot of ponds out this bitch. But yeah, like I ain't letting you go to prison. You feel me? Yeah, we might go to jail. We might have to sit until we figure this shit out. But the minute they start talking prison and jail time, yo, this mine, y'all. Yo, it comes to a point in time, yo, when you gotta accept accountability, yo. You feel me? Yo, you have to accept accountability, yo. Like he fucked his mother over. Regardless, I don't think she wasn't as complicit as he was. You know, that's why she caught the 30 years. Man, Jay Money, what it is. Oh, all right, Sleep the Island. Damn, yo, that's fucked up, though. And I'm mad I missed that last night. Because I just was thinking about the 25 years. And I'm like, yo, I'm not taking no 25 years. You got to convict me. And I still believe that. But it's situational. You know what I mean? It's situational. And in that situation, like I be saying about the Dirk shit, yo. Yo, you gotta get small wins. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you can't let everybody can't lose. When you get in a situation like that, yo, everybody can't lose. Like, I always talk about Dirk's situation and how it ain't really no evidence on Dirk. But it's strong evidence on Didi and Vonnie and the rest of those guys. It's like, yo, we can't let Dirk go down. If Dirk go down, the ship sank. You feel me? Appreciate it, boy, Frog. If Dirk go down, the ship sank. Now we got evidence on us. We really participated. We really did this. Yo, we gotta do what you gotta do, yo. It's a tough pill to swallow, yo. But this is the game you play when you playing it. You know what I mean? When you playing this game, yo, it comes a time, yo, when you gotta say, yo, fuck it. I did it. You know what I mean? I did it. What y'all offering. But you also gotta make sure that, yo, whatever deal I take, yo, you gotta make sure these people are straight. I ain't taking 25 years if you give my mother 20. Now, if we can cut, because they ain't really want her. You know, she was just collateral damage. They really wanted him and the cousin. You can tell that by the sentencing. So, if he'd have took the motherfucking 25, yo, I'm pretty sure that she could have got 10 years, yo. I'm sure she could have got, what's up, Major Baby? Appreciate it. I'm sure she could have got 10 years, man. You know what I mean? Maybe could have got 10 with some suspended time. 5 suspended, maybe 5. Yo, because they ain't really want her, yo. She was forced to face that time based off his decision making. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yo, what this nigga always try to send me to jail, yo. Yo, I ain't selling no dope. I ain't selling no guns. It's new. Why you it's no. Every time you come here, you try to send me to jail, bro. The fuck wrong with you, yo? I ain't committing crimes. Y'all work every day, hard as a bitch. You hear me? I ain't sold drugs in who knows how long. Like I said, it could be a year. It could be 7. It could be 15. But it's been a while. You hear me? It's been a while. There's some boss. This nigga crazy, yo. That's all, Fabby. What it is? Hey, yo, it's no, you crazy, bro. I don't know why you want me in jail, bro. I got kids. I got Dugs. Look, yo, I got Dugs I gotta take care of, yo. Where they at? One all be back there, hiding out. Can't even see us. Be in jail, man. Yeah, he should have took that deal. I think he's gonna regret that as time go. Cause yo, you can't let Mom Dukes go down, yo. Not Mom Dukes, yo. And ain't like he had to snitch. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm sure, yo, if they offered him 25, yo, they'd have give Mom Dukes. They made it. They'd have gave us some type of suspended sentence, 15, maybe 7 years in prison. Yo, that's a win, yo. You gotta find small wins. You gotta find small wins, yo. Everybody can't lose, man. Everybody can't lose, yo. And that's just the reality of it. We gotta win somewhere. You feel me? And if you gotta be the, if they got more evidence on you, and they really, they really want you. I mean, they really want you, yo. You gotta be the one to sacrifice. Like, yo, fuck it, yo. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do, yo, because I can't allow my Dukes to suffer consequences of really my actions. Yeah, she might have been involved. Yeah, she might have been. Oh, all right. Yeah, she might have been complicit. Y'all know I had to watch this little one, man. This motherfucker like to escape. Um, but they ain't really want her. She was just collateral damage, man. She was collateral damage, yo. And I think that's gonna fuck with them. I think it's gonna be some niggas in the joint that ain't rocking with it. You heard me? Like, damn, bro, you really let your mother go down, yo? I think that was selfishness. And you can tell it was selfishness by how he reacted. We ready to go back in the house. And I'm gonna go back to so y'all can hear what he said. He's the only one that's still in denial about everything. The mother basically didn't admit it that some fucked up shit happened. The cousin admitted that he did some fucked up things. Cashout was in denial. You feel me? And his denial just cost his mother her life. That's fucked up, yo. That's selfish. That's selfish, yo. That's selfish. I couldn't let my Deuce go down. I couldn't let my girl go to prison for some shit that I did. It's no, come on, yo, with that racist shit, yo. You was cool, you was trolling, yo. Yo, we ain't got, leave the racism home, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't on the racism, man. But see, there you go. Hey, else, everybody put you on timeout, man. Yo, you think I got a whole bunch of shades, bro. Yo, I don't know what y'all be thinking. Yo, but I don't know what y'all be thinking, yo. I ain't these other guys. I keep trying to tell y'all that, man. Everything I got, damn near, I give me, you tripping, man. That whole bunch of expensive shades, man. Prada, Versace, all type of shit. But, like, I'm not one of the ones that came on YouTube and got lit. Yeah, hey, like I didn't get lit off YouTube, buddy, bro. Like, and I don't do no stealing. I can't tell you the last time I stole something. Yeah, that will get it, Jay. You know what I mean? I get my shit the Baltimore way, bro. You feel me? You take that how you water. You hear me? But boy, I don't do shit nowadays. But yeah, yo, I want to go back because yesterday we ain't see the defense arguments. I wanna see the defense arguments as to why he should have got a lesser sentence. I want to hear what the prosecution got to say. We ain't watched none of that yesterday because it was running late, and it was late, so we just skimmed through it. But we did listen to the mother, and I told y'all, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think I'd have said none of that shit, yo. I'd have just took my time, bro. Like, do you got anything to say? No. I'm sorry, yo. Like, at that point, life is imminent. You feel me? It is no way they thought, like, yo, you blew trial, bro. You know the game. Like, this ain't the feds where you got motherfucking sentencing guidelines and shit like that. Yo, when you blow trial with the state, you getting a max. That's damn near inevitable. That's like shit. Probably 85% of the time, you getting the max, man. So in that sense, I ain't even got nothing to say. I know what time it is. You feel me? I know what time it is. Y'all ready, man, sentence me to death in this bitch. I ain't got nothing to say. Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you got anything to say? No. Fuck, I just see that shit in writing. But it's either way though, yo. It's fucked up for everybody. For the women that was involved. Yo just threw his whole life away. I think Shorty probably what, 30 something, maybe. I know he ain't that old. Maybe 35 at the max. Life in prison, rough, yo. Now I told y'all, I didn't seen people catch life in prison, yo, and they come back to court, they be crying, man, like babies, and you can't even say nothing to them. You can't even say, yo, like, what do you tell a person that just caught life in prison? Like, think about that. And what can you tell a person that just caught life in prison? Like, it's nothing you can say to them. All you can do is look at them like, dang, hope I ain't next. You feel me? I know that's how I was thinking. Like, shit, Jesus Christ. I don't think I would come back crying, just because, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I do. But every person I seen catch life in prison, not saying about 3-4 people catch life in prison. They all came back crying like babies, man. That's why, yo, we gotta start making the right decision the first time, yo, because, yo, some of these decisions, yo, you can't take back. I learned that shit early. Once you make certain decisions, you got to stand on them bitches, yo. Know what I mean? And you might gotta stand on that motherfucker for the rest of your life. Might gotta stand on it for 5 years. Might gotta stand on it for 10 years. But either way, you're gonna have to stand on it because they're gonna make you. You feel me? And you ain't supposed to fold. A lot of niggas be folding. Yo. I think this was almost like a fold for Cashout. Because he allowed his mother to go down for some shit that she really, maybe she was involved in, but it wasn't, it wasn't to the capacity of him. And all these people want is convictions. They ain't really too keen on, they ain't really too keen on you getting life in prison. They just want convictions. Especially in Atlanta. That's why I've been telling people, a lot of people keep saying, with the Young Thug and YSL shit, that Fannie Willis lost. No, the fuck she didn't, yo. That lady secured 24 convictions. She ain't her motherfucking conviction rate is looking great, immaculate right now. She might be the Atlanta DA for the next 30 years. She ain't get no motherfucking. Yeah, yo, because they not as strong. J Money. Yeah, she ain't lose. She won like a motherfucker. Yeah, but J Money not as strong, yo. Like, you can just look at the posture. You can look at the posture of the people when they get booked. Like, yo, I ain't never see this many people crying in interrogation rooms and doing a walk of shame, coming out the police. They got the cameras all in their face. They coming out the police station. Them motherfuckers got their head down. Nigga, pick your head up. Nigga, stand on that shit. Nigga, I was always taught to stand on that shit. Like, on one of these lives, I called my mother. Like, man, when I was going through that shit I was going through, did you ever see me with my head down? She like, nah. Because I made that, that's something I made sure of that. Like, I'm not going to let these people, even though I might feel like shit, even though my life is in jeopardy, yo, I never let them see it. No, fuck no. Y'all going to see me in this bitch head held high every single time. I don't give a fuck how down I feel. But that's not what's going on. That's not what's being taught. These kids nowadays are mentally weak. But they do some of the wildest things. You know what I mean? Just by being influenced or being misguided. But when it come down to standing on business, standing on your decision making, man, they ain't trying to do none of that, man. Yeah, it is part of the game. Yeah, yo, like sometimes you gotta sit, yo. And it's like, yo, back in the day, like when I was ripping and running, that was understood. It was understood, yo. Sometimes you gotta sit, yo. Like you gonna have to sit it out at least until we, you know, iron out the details. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the case might fall apart. You know, you might get the detective might have did something illegal. You know what I mean? Now the case get thrown out. Yo, but you gotta, sometimes you gotta wait it out, yo, and see the process, yo. But you don't allow people to go down for shit that you did. You don't allow that. You don't allow that. Cashout could have saved his mother, y'all. He could have saved his mother, y'all. He just would have had to do. He just would have caught 25, yo. But if you did it, you did it. You know what I mean? You did it, bro. Like maybe you could have got a sentence modification or something. Go on that bitch, do some, you know, I don't know. Do some motherfucking charity work. Go on that bitch, become a motivational speaker or something. Rap or something. I don't fucking know. But the level mom used to catch a 30 piece. That's rough. That's rough, y'all. That's rough. She got 30, bro. Yo, who say I ain't already gave my life to Jesus, y'all? What are you talking about, yo? Y'all be tripping. What's up, Rob? Yeah, I'm off too, Ray. Yeah, because you know, this is what I'm saying. You know, if they offered Joe 25, she could have got 15. Maybe a suspended sentence. Maybe 15 or suspended, but 7, 8, 5. Either way, she would have came home. She done. She got life too. They all basically got life in prison. I mean, Cashout and the cousin just got the L's. She got 30 years. She 55, yo. I mean, that 30, she gonna do at least 22 on that bitch. Well, I know in Maryland, you know, on a violent case, you gonna do at least 22 on that motherfucker. So you figure she 55, she do 22 years, she coming home at motherfucking 77. Life is over. Yeah, man, you might as well get your burial plans together unless you live to 100. But who the fuck is living to 100 nowadays? Not black people. Anyway, yeah, man, that shit is like rare. She might get another couple years of life. But these are, you know, she still got, at 55, you still got good years left in you. Yeah, yo, you gotta do that, yo. And I think Cashout was selfish. He was selfish for that. His inability to accept his accountability led to his motherfucking mother getting 30 motherfucking years. And he going to have to live with that. I'm sure it's going to bother him. Like I said yesterday, it would bother me, but this is my situation. You feel me? It would bother me taking a 25-year plea. Like I said, I turned down 20. So you know good and goddamn well I ain't taking 25. You feel me? But my situation was totally different. They ain't have no murder weapon. They ain't have no witnesses. They ain't have anything. They just had a lying-ass nigga lying-ass nigga trying to get out his own murder case. You feel me? But Cashout had 12 victims that all came to court and testified. You know what I mean? That's another thing. You got people coming to court and testifying on you, bro. Like, that is a hard thing to do. When you got people coming to court, sharing their testimony. We heard some of the women yesterday, like the things that they said they went through and still going through. And somebody was like, yo, they giving people life for that? I'm like, yo, rape is like murder. When you rape somebody or sodomize, yo, that shit is like murder. You can kill that person mentally forever. You know what I mean? Look at the girl, the Epstein girl, she just committed suicide. She was, 50 or some shit like that. Like, yo, those type of actions, yo, have everlasting effects on people mentally. You feel me? Motherfucker can't raise a family or having trouble with the kids or just having trouble in relationships. Like, yo, that can kill a person, man. What's up, Davon? So, Yeah, they do get life for that. They do get life for that. You basically killing a person without them dying. You just killing them mentally. You killing their soul. That shit crazy. Shit crazy. What's up, C? Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, he fucked that money up, y'all. I honestly don't believe that he thought that what he was doing, and that's what I was talking about yesterday. Yo, know what you doing, bro. If you out here committing crimes, yo, you gotta know how much time you facing. Yo, when I was ripping and running and doing the shit that I was doing, yo, I knew that, yo, if shit go left, I'm gonna be gone for at least 15. I knew that. You know what I mean? And I made those decisions fully aware that, yo, if I get caught, I'm catching 15 with the feds. Guaranteed. You know what I mean? Like, even if it wasn't that, that was what my mind was. So if it ever came down to a time when shit went left, I was already mentally prepared because I knew what I was doing. That these guys be participating in activities that they don't really know what they doing. What's up, Sean? Yeah, yo, like, yo, if you can't do 30 years, yo, don't do crimes, yo, that can get you 30 years, bro. You feel me? If you can't do 5 years, yo, don't sell weed. You feel me? You don't sell coke, yo. Don't sell dope. You better sell your ass some motherfucking weed, some cigarettes, and don't sell 20 pounds. You know what I mean, keep that shit under 3. You feel me? Like, I'm just saying, yo, because you know crime will never stop, drug selling will never stop. I'm just saying, yo, in order to preserve your life, yo, start thinking about that shit, yo. Start thinking about the consequences of your actions, man, because there is consequences. You feel me? Like, yo, everybody don't get away scot-free. Most people don't. Most people don't. You know what I mean? Most people get caught, yo. It's very seldom that a motherfucker sell drugs for 40 years and don't touch the penitentiary system. It happens, but it's in very rare cases. Very rare cases. Yeah, but I want to hear the testimony. So I'm ready to go back and hear. These dudes look like they finished doing what the fuck they doing. Hold up. I want to hear the defense argument as to why he shouldn't have got what he got. And I want to hear the prosecution argument as to why he should have got what he got. Because he didn't just catch life, yo. That's another thing. That man Cashout got life plus 70. Like, he ain't just get life. He got life plus 70 fucking years. So that means if it was ever a time when he gave his life sentence back, he still had 70 fucking years. If that nigga was to die and get resuscitated, I remember a nigga tried that. Was y'all familiar with the case where the guy died? Where the guy died and got resuscitated, and he was talking about he should be free because he died. That was a real case, y'all. If y'all are not familiar with it, check it out. He had died in jail, and they brought him back, and he was saying that he shouldn't have his life sentence no more because he died and came back. Look it up. I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Man, they wasn't trying to hear that shit, man. They was not trying to hear that shit. Yeah, for real. Yo, people gotta know what they doing, yo. That's mandatory, man. Know what you doing, yo. You save yourself a lot of hassle. Know what you doing, man. Don't be out this bitch committing crimes that'll get you sentenced to 100 years, and you know good and goddamn well you can't do 100 days. You feel me? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, how can you explain that? You know you can't do 100 days. You out this bitch with motherfucking, you out this bitch selling keys. You niggas out here robbing. You doing everything under the sun to get your ass a lengthy prison sentence, but no good goddamn well you ain't trying to sit a day in jail. You better get a job, nigga. Straight up. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a motherfucking job. They actually save you. It's actually a better option. To be honest. It's actually a better option. Save yourself a lot of heartache and pain. Amazon definitely always hiring. You ain't lying. So I want to hear what the defense arguments was. What the fuck? That shit in our history. Here you go.
Ignite the fairway.
With Fireball.
Jiminy Cricket, you don't even have a club in your hand.
Weeks before trial. We'd also ask the court to consider just our
So we heard the victim impact statements.
To take a simple bath, find clothes to cover it so people don't freak out nor judge me. Daily stress of making sure it's charged, adding weight to my leg in ways I never could have anticipated, and I'm working relentlessly to rebuild and move forward. I now have stable employment and previously enrolled in an online college for animation. I humbly request your compassion and understanding into your consideration of my case. Thank you for taking the time to read this letter and for considering my circumstances.
Yeah,
I am
for real.
grateful for the opportunity to share my story. Respectfully, Kiera Adams. And Judge, we have one more statement by Jordan Adams. She would like to read it for herself.
Sure. All right, Ms. Adams, if you'll come right up here, please direct all your comments to me, okay? All right.
Yeah, that does happen a lot, Justin. It definitely happens a lot. Motherfucker be out this bitch doing stupid shit on good and goddamn well they dirty. Like it's like riding dirty without a license. Riding dirty on a suspended. Riding dirty with your tags fucked up. Like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, I don't know, yo. People just, I don't know. People just be out here living, I guess.
I wound up in the company of these strangers during a dark time in my life.
Swing the mic over to her, please. Thank you.
Where they violated me, assaulted me, and attempted to market and sell me for the purposes of prostitution.
Yo, for real, to be honest,
hours of rape
no matter what you doing, you supposed to have a job. I don't give a fuck if you selling motherfucking bricks. Bitch, you better get something on paper. Telling you, yo, because nobody, it creates, yo, you don't wanna be outside all day, every day. The niggas that go to jail are the ones that's outside every day, all day. When you working and doing whatever you doing, you create, you got a system. And as long as you don't deviate from that system, yo, you be sure you might can do that shit for 15 years. You feel me? You might can do that shit for 15 years, yo. Ain't never gotta touch a penitentiary system. Because like I used to tell people, and I always say this to y'all, like, the object of the game is to make it home. Yo, if you don't make it home, you lost. I don't give a fuck if you go to prison, if you get killed, the object of the game is to make it home, yo, to see another day. If I can do this shit for fucking 15 years at $300 a day, yo, I'm winning. But after that 15 years, I might have 250 put up. You heard me? But the next man, who always a bitch full blasting it, he making $1,000 a day, but he might only get a 6-month run. I mean, by the time he get booked with his 20, 30,000, all that shit going to lawyers. He back broke.
Well, I consider myself lucky. Because had they been successful, had my family not tracked me down, had Officer Yamians and his degree of skill and experience witnessing victims of human trafficking not recognized my distress and rescued me, I would have been further victimized on a regular basis for God knows how long. In my vulnerable state, I simply wasn't strong enough to save myself or even found value in saving myself. These defendants not only saw this and preyed on this, they further violated, assaulted, and victimized me and attempted to profit off of this vulnerability as if my body was a wholesale product they sought to make revenue from. I need you to know how much these events not only affected me in my life, but even the lives of those I love.
Geeking, man.
These crimes go much further beyond just us women in this case, but the loved ones in our life as well. The past 6.5 years, I've had nightmares on average 1 to 2 times a week. My own daughter has woken me up from these nightmares. My girlfriend, family members. I've been told I sound petrified, probably because I am. In these nightmares, it's always the same. I'm held down, I cannot move, and their voices are laughing at me, telling me they're going to do whatever they want to me. I can't breathe, and I gasp, and I wake up crying.
Yeah.
Like my
That's
mother.
why I always say shit like this, like, yo, keep your friends your friends. Like, I ain't really interested in my homeboys' friends. You feel me? Like, yo, don't bring your friends over my house, bro. They your friends. They ain't mine. I don't need to know your friends. Like, yo, they're your guys. You keep them over there. I don't need them knowing my motherfucking business, man. That's how niggas get jammed up. Niggas be getting jammed up off of other niggas. We just covered the case that was like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we just covered a case that was like that. Dude got linked up with his homeboy friend. His homeboy friend did it. It was a whole bunch. It was a whole situation for real.
Brother mentioned when they picked me up, I was utterly broken with a 1,000-yard stare. That didn't go away for about nearly 2 years after this event. I was catatonic. I couldn't be near or close to men. It was difficult to hold down a job. The flashbacks would often come crashing into my brain, solicited or not, to the point I'd have panic attacks and even cover my ears in an attempt to quiet their haunting voices in my head.
Yeah, me's the same way.
To commit these crimes against me, they gave me a life sentence, and there was no mercy or consideration. And while I worked my butt off to successfully complete probation, win custody of my daughter, and work at nearly every major gun store and firing range in the state of Georgia to become a qualified firearm instructor in the areas of self-defense, I can tell you today that none of it has fully healed me from this violence and trauma. I don't know if there will ever be enough time.
Are you feeling stuck with $10,000 or more in debt and all the interest that comes with it? Try National Debt Relief, as seen on
an everyday basis. I wear 4 to 5 blades, a stun gun, pepper spray,
Always got
a full-size weapon, and 80 rounds of law enforcement grade HST. And my clients often ask me, is that necessary? And Your Honor, I say absolutely. Because I know what it feels like to nearly lose your life, and as a woman lose a piece of your soul and that you can never get back, to witness and encounter evil where there's no hesitation to harm you. I've seen it and survived it. I know today that I'm equipped and qualified to defend my life for others and to share this knowledge with others. Not only do I owe it to help others and their healing and to serve my community, I owe it to the girl that I used to be. The girl that couldn't save herself. But perhaps this step right here will offer me the healing I
ain't gonna lie, yo.
the community need from the effect.
Yo, sitting through victim impact statements is rough. Like, I don't know how many of y'all have had to sit through one of them. I did, and that should be rough, yo. Listening to the decisions you made that affected other people. You know, because nobody thinks about that for the most part, yo. Like, you know, when you out here doing the things you doing, you don't really think about other people. You know, you don't think about the other lives that's being affected by your decision making. So when you guys sit through these and hear, you know, the things that you did to this person that led to this person having to, you know, cope with it, yo, that shit can be rough, yo. For real.
Since the court has recognized these people committed. Regarding sentencing, I'd like to reiterate that my nightmares and flashbacks and my sentence is only one of many. There are many, many other women who went unnamed during this trial. John Michael Gibson and his mother affected so many women, Your Honor. For God's sake, he picked his own mother out. It's no less impact on the community. What their sentences should be, I know that's your decision, but this is, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
They ran a criminal organization of prostitution and human trafficking, victimizing other women. They're all old enough to understand and know better. Your Honor, I want to thank you, the court, the jurors, and the state and its law enforcement officers for saving me when I couldn't.
He got found guilty on rape, sodomy, RICO charges, And a few other counts. They gave him life plus 70.
Save myself for holding all the defendants accountable and for rendering a decision today regarding penalty in this case. I especially want to thank Officer Yamians and Investigator Dillard for going above and beyond throughout these years. And
yeah, but this is why, like, when people say things like, this is why you talk about these things, because I know with my channel, my channel is about learning from other people's mistakes. Like, you can learn from this. You know what I mean? It's so much that you can learn from other people's mistakes, yo. The way that, especially when you live in the street life, yo, you got to learn from everything. Yo, it's not enough. You're not going to survive just learning from your own mistakes. You know what I mean? You got to learn from the mistakes of the people around you. You got to learn from the mistakes of stories you heard. You know what I mean? If you want to survive out this bitch. And it's a lot to learn from this, yo. Shorty made a lot of mistakes. For one, I don't know what the fuck he thought pimping was going to get him. Or why he thought that was a valuable way to get money. For two, he allowed his mother to fucking go down for some shit that she probably could have been saved from if he'd have just took accountability. And Shorty was, and for people that don't know, Shorty was one of the, that Smoking on Keisha song, that bitch probably got 200 million views, man. That bitch was a hit. He could have, like my man Han was saying, he could have survived off that song, doing shows. Just off that song. He got other songs though. But that song that song a hit, man. But he chose the pimp route. And this is what it got him. Decision making is key, man.
Tirelessly working on this case since day one. They were the heroes all of us ladies needed. After today, I keep hearing that I may be able to put this behind me. But Your Honor, it's never behind me. It's always with me, even in my sleep and my subconscious. I wish I could better describe to you what it feels like to be a broken human being, to be broken by witnessing and enduring true malevolence. It changes you, it shakes you to the core, and the reverberations are like a ripple effect from a pebble in a pond that ebb and flow for eons. The defendants showed no mercy when sentencing me, and I ask you today that you take that into consideration when sentencing them. Thank you again.
Do you have a car? Do you have a clean driving record?
That shit fucked up. Shit fucked up. But I want to hear what the defense and the prosecution say. What the fuck are these guys?
Your Honor, with that being said, the state will not to now put on the record our recommendation for the court's consideration.
All right. Slow, please.
Absolutely. As to John Michael Hakeem Gibson, count 1, RICO, 20 years to serve. Count 10, rape, life. Count 12, aggravated sodomy, life.
Dang.
Count 22, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve. Count 23, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve. Count 24 and count 30, merge, 12 months to serve. Count 25, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 5 years consecutive to the sentence. Count 26, pimping, 12 months to serve. Count 28, keeping a place of prostitution, 12 months to serve. Count 29, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, 12 months to serve. And count 45, prohibited items by an inmate, 5 years to serve. We'd ask the court, as special conditions, should the court give any probated time, that a $100,000 fine be allowed pursuant to OCGA section 16-5-46. Defendant is to register as a sex offender. Defendant Gibson is to stay away and have no direct or indirect contact with all named victims in the indictment, to include Diamond Irvin, who was not named in the indictment but testified at trial, and he's to stay away from their families. He is to not hold any fiduciary positions or positions of trust and cannot possess any other person's identifying information. He is to have no social media or no dating applications, and he is to stay away from all adult entertainment establishments.
Dang, they kicked him out of strip clubs?
He is not to engage, of course, in the commercial sex business.
I mean, he ain't coming home anyway, but dang, he can't go to the strip club no more. If he was ever get released, strip clubs is out of the question. So basically, the judge just agreed with everything the state said. Because that's exactly what the fuck happened.
From 737 Alfred Road, Northwest in Atlanta.
That's the
he is to stay away from the Mezzo Apartments located at 2171 Peachtree Road in Atlanta. He is to stay away from the Fulton Industrial Boulevard corridor. He's also to stay away from 9340 St. Georgian Commons in Johns Creek. The defendant may not form a limited liability corporation or other corporation without prior knowledge and consent of his probation officer. And he must submit a financial statement every 6 to 12 months, including tax returns, to his probation officer. The global sentence as it relates to Defendant Gibson would be 2 life sentences plus 65 years, 60 months.
Hold on 1 second, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 life sentences plus 65 years.
Damn.
Okay.
Right.
60 months and 5 years consecutive.
I done threw the chair at the judge. Yeah, fuck that. I'd have got up and threw the chair at the judge. Man, get me the fuck out this courtroom now. Immediately. Get me the fuck out of here, man. You can get I hear my sentence in the back. You heard me? They got rooms back there with TVs. Put me back there. I'll listen to that shit back there.
Okay.
Yes, all the sentences to run consecutive. As it relates to Linda Smith, also known as Marinka Vinny, count 1, RICO, 20 years to serve. And count 37, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve. We are also asking for the same special conditions as enumerated as to Defendant John Gibson. That's a global of 40 years to serve.
Oh, so she
As it
got
relates
a break.
to Tyrone Taylor, he is an A recidivist, and the sentence we would ask is as follows. Count 1, RICO, 20 years to serve.
I don't
Count
know,
9, rape, life.
I
Count 11.
don't know if he got railroaded, because when you hear him and the mother speak, they basically admitted that, they did that shit.
Aggravated sodomy, life.
Sports.
Count 13, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve.
Learn from
Count 15, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 20 years to serve. Count 16, false imprisonment, 10 years to serve. Count 17, pandering by compulsion, 10 years to serve. Count 18, possession of cocaine, 3 years to serve. Count 19, tampering with evidence, 12 months to serve. And count 20, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, because this is his second offense, 10 years to serve. We'd ask the following special conditions would apply. He is also to have a $100,000 fine. He is to register as a sex offender. He is to stay away and have no direct or indirect contact with any of the named victims, to include Diamond Irving and their families. No social media or dating applications. He must stay away from all adult entertainment establishments. And he's also to stay away from the Fulton Industrial Boulevard corridor. We are also asking that Defendant Taylor submit to alcohol, drug, and treatment evaluation and any recommended treatment and random screens. That is a global sentence of
No, it's not.
2 life sentences plus 93 years
Damn.
and 12 months.
So he got more
Alright, so
time.
listen
He
up.
got more
State
time
Farm.
than Cashout. Damn, yo, that's a long. Fuck that shit. And crime don't pay, y'all. I don't give a fuck what they told you in the early 2000s, in the 90s. That shit don't pay for real.
In closing, Your Honor, the state would ask that the punishment fit the ends of justice and bring sufficient closure to these victims in our community, our city, and our state. Thank you.
It's Georgia. It's Georgia.
Mr. Ramos.
I want to hear what he say.
Good morning to this honorable court. Carrington Matthews, Senior and Junior, on behalf of Mr. John Michael Gibson. In all things, we will give thanks. In all things, under all circumstances, good or bad. Your Honor, Code Section 16-6-1 is the rape statute. A person convicted of the offense of rape shall be punished. These are the options in our statute. It says death by imprisonment for life without parole, by imprisonment for life, or by split sentence. That is a term of imprisonment for not less than 25 years.
No, that's not.
And
Ain't
not
50 years.
exceeding
You got
life
life.
imprisonment followed by.
You got life plus 90. Life is life, yo. Life ain't 25 years no more. Well, I know in the state of Maryland, life is your whole life. Like, it's your natural life. I think that is like that in most states. It used to be 25 years. That shit, I don't know what year it changed, but life mean you gonna die in prison. Life mean if you was to die and come back, it's the only way that you can get out that bitch.
By probation for life.
Yeah, they ran it 2 life sentences concurrent, though.
Code Section 16-6-2, Your Honor, governs the aggravated sodomy count. A person convicted of the offense of aggravated sodomy shall be punished by imprisonment for life or by split sentence. That is a term of imprisonment for not less than 25 years and not exceeding life imprisonment, followed by probation for life. Under 16-14-5, the RICO count. A person convicted of engaging in a RICO violation shall be guilty of a felony and shall be punished by not less than
that did it.
10 or more than 20 years in prison, or the fine specified in subsection B of this code section, or both. Under 16-5-46, trafficking of a person for sexual servitude, any person who commits the offense of trafficking an individual for labor, servitude, or sexual servitude shall be guilty of a felony, and upon conviction thereof shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 10 nor more than 20 years and a fine not to exceed $100,000. Your Honor, when we are handling sentencing hearings, Code Section 17-10-2.
Yeah, that's typically how it is in the state. Yo, if you blow trial in the state, they giving you the max. That's you know, that shit mandatory for real. They don't have to, so it ain't mandatory, but more than likely, you blow trial in the state, they giving you the max on all counts.
It governs.
And I was just talking about how he should have took this motherfucking plea because it have saved his mother. If he'd have took that 25, his mother would have got 10. He probably still got 25 or more, but his focus should have been, yo, I gotta find a way to get my mother out of this. You know what I mean? As long as I get my mother out of this, I win. Because he ain't winning. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice, yo. You gotta take accountability. But motherfuckers don't be on that nowadays.
that process. In the hearing, the judge shall hear additional evidence and extenuation, mitigation, and aggravation of punishment, including the record of any prior criminal convictions and pleas of guilty or nolo contendere of the accused, or the absence of any prior conviction and pleas.
Yeah, but still, that ain't got nothing to do with him.
Punishment for serious violent offenders based on the verdict, rape and aggravated sodomy fall within this category. The sentence of any person convicted of the serious violent felony of rape or aggravated sodomy shall, unless sentenced to life imprisonment, be a split sentence, which shall include a mandatory minimum term of imprisonment of 25 years, followed by probation for life, and no portion of the mandatory minimum sentence.
No, yo, I'm not saying she innocent. I'm saying, yo, you don't let your mother go down. Regardless if she innocent or guilty. You don't let your mother go down, man. Not your mother, yo. You don't let your girl go down. Like, yo, because they wanted him. It's obvious that they wanted him. He got him and the cousin. Him and the cousin got all the time. His mother got 30 years, which is more than likely still a life sentence for her. But he was offered 25. If he'd have took that 25, I'm pretty sure he could have worked out a deal the way it's all. If I take this 25, if I save y'all the time, the energy, the effort, and the money from going to trial, and take this 25, you'll give my mother 10 years. I think he could have worked that out. I think that's a real valuable option. Don't force their hand, and now everybody fucked up. It's not about what she chose. It's about the love you have for your mother to make sure no matter what happens, I got to make sure my mother is straight.
Imposed shall be suspended, stayed, probated, deferred, or withheld by the sentencing court.
Well, one of the witnesses said he pimped his mother out. Not the witness. One of the victims said he pimped his mother out too. What I'm saying is she could have slid from up under this without losing her life as well if he'd have took that plea deal.
Your Honor, under 17-10-10, concurrent sentences, where at one term of court a person is convicted on more than one indictment or accusation, or on more than one count thereof, and sentenced to imprisonment, the sentences shall be served concurrently unless otherwise expressly provided therein.
2025 IRS tax forgiveness
Cashout
now has open enrollment.
Yo, so Pearl Game 2K, you'll let your mother go down? If you was in this situation, if they offered you a plea deal that possibly could have saved your mother, you'd be like, man, fuck that plea, man, we going to trial? I couldn't do that, bro. I couldn't do that. Well, I don't know if you're a guy or not, but I couldn't do that. Nah. We'd have to work something out to let my mother get the least time possible.
17-10-11, granting of credit generally. Upon conviction for an offense, a person shall be given full credit for each day spent in confinement in any penal institution or facility.
Look, they already got 4 years in. If she'd have caught a 10-piece, she probably got released. I mean, if she'd have caught a 10-piece, yo, Mom Dukes would have went home. I'm not saying that. I'm not disagreeing with any of that. What I'm saying is, if he'd have got the 25, fly guy, where you been at, man? If he'd have took the 25, Mom Dukes probably got released. This Cashout, Atlanta rapper Cashout, was found guilty on rape, sodomy, pimping, and a host of other charges. He caught life plus 70. He caught life plus 90. And Mom Dukes caught 30 years. What I'm saying is he was offered a plea deal for 25 years. It could have saved his mother.
institution or facility for treatment or examination for disability, including pretrial confinement, for any reason since the date of arrest for the offense which is the subject of the sentence. This code section shall apply to sentences for all crimes, whether classified as violations, misdemeanors, or felonies, and to all courts having criminal jurisdiction located within the boundaries of the state. Your Honor, under 17-10-12, the custodian of the defendant shall be required to make an affidavit specifying the number of days which the defendant has spent in confinement in his custody, and furnish the affidavit while the recommendation was 25 years. He did not accept that because Mr. Gibson wanted his day in court, and he got that. He received his day in court, Your Honor. He wanted the constitutional right to have his Sixth Amendment trial, and he received that. He received a fair trial from this honorable court.
No, that's Atlanta.
So we're asking that he receive a fair sentence as well. It doesn't stop at sentencing. The fairness continues from jury selection all the way through the end of the case. And we believe that that's what will happen this morning. We're asking this court, Your Honor. My client would like to address the court.
Okay.
So before I ask the court
I get
for,
that. I'm just saying, as a son, I'm just saying, as a son, I couldn't do that, yo. I couldn't do it. There's no way. Yo, because more than likely, I'm more built for prison than my mother is. Even if she participated. You feel me? I'm not ready to send my mother to prison, yo. Not if I can help it. If I can take accountability for my actions and it lesser the accountability that she gotta take, I'm doing that. I'm doing that for my mother. I'm doing that for my significant other. I'm doing that for my kids. Yo, it comes a time in your life, yo, you gotta man up. Yo, she going to jail. She already been locked up 4 years. You know what I mean? Ain't like she walk away scot-free. I'm just saying, yo, you gotta find wins in a losing situation. This is a losing situation. How can we win? You get me? Yo, you gotta find wins in a loss. Only way that we can win is if Mom Dukes go free. Or Mom Dukes be able to see the light of day again. If we all get life, then we fucking lost. We all lost. Yo, we don't play the game to lose, man. We don't play the game to lose. What you mean? Obviously, Cashout was the target. He caught all the time. Him and his cousin. They was the targets. Mom Dukes was collateral damage. Rather, she told him the ropes or not. In the eyes of the law, you feel me? That's what it matters. In the eyes of the law, Cashout was the target. He was the catch. He caught life plus 70. The cousin caught life plus 90. The mother caught 30 years. They could have saved the mother. If he'd have took that 25 years, the mother would have been saved, man. Yeah, man, she'd have probably caught 15. Yeah, man, 10. 15 all suspended, but 10. Yo, it's not about men holding women accountable, yo. It's just about doing the right thing, yo. You feel me? The right thing would have been... It's not about holding women accountable, yo. Like, what the fuck kind of world we live in? Like, what you mean? It's a fuck... Yo, but she did. We all participated. But like I said, we got to find a win. We got to find a gray area. We gotta find a way to win out in this situation. Yo, we can't all go down. You understand what I'm saying? All of us can't go down, man. Somebody gotta win. Even if she go down for a period of time, her life ain't over. Who gonna look out for me? You know what I mean? Who gonna look out for Cashout with everybody gone? Cousin gone, Mom Dude's gone, he gone. Nah, man.
I'd like to ask the court to do.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Client address the court.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah, you're right, Tracy. That's true.
Good morning today, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Absolutely.
I want to start out by thanking you for giving us a fair trial. I want to thank
I wouldn't did none of that
jurors for the amount of time that they put in to judge this trial. This time being on this trial, I was able to see how the jurors are put in the tough position to, sit there and judge someone's life.
You don't need to stress out about car insurance. You just go to Insurify.
They can help you save money and headaches. No spam, no calls, no fees.
You can do this entirely online.
Before Insurify, it would take you hours of phone calls.
And look, I'm
about
already
sick of these
done. Has
goddamn
my current
ads.
bill cut in half?
And, it's a hard decision, and I felt like they made the wrong judgment. I've done things in my life. I'm not perfect. But the things I've been accused of, I know that I haven't done those things. I know it's typical for a person to come up here and, show remorse to, crimes that they have done, but I can only show remorse to the people that I know that was in this trial, which is Kiara Adams, Deanna Sanders, and Jasmine Brown. Not remorse on behalf of like I did anything to them, because if you know me, and people who really know me know that I wouldn't force anybody to do anything. I met women, I dated women who were doing escort or whatever, however people want to look at it from a moral standpoint, but who was doing these things as a grown woman. I've only dealt with grown women. Nothing was forced. Nothing was coerced or anything of that nature. If you notice, before this trial, no woman can say anything about me before this trial. If you notice, before this indictment, no woman can say anything about me before this indictment. I get the situations that people are put in when they're faced with a certain type of crime or a certain type of time, and they're bullied into this situation to put the blame on someone, or to put the blame on Cashout, or to put the blame on someone who's at the top. That's why I didn't really fault them for their decision. I didn't fault Deanna Sanders for making her decision during a proffer. She just had a child. Mind you, she was just on video call with me while being incarcerated. I don't fault Kiara Adams for doing the things she did with her proffer, because mind you, she was facing a certain amount of time handling her probation in different cases that she's on. I don't fault people for making accusations, because I'm a man that typically let women leave on their own behalf. Never held them in prison or held them in slavery or said, you can't leave me, or you can't do this. Every woman you seen come on this stand showed you that they left and came back willingly on their own. What I mean by that, they left on their own and they came back willingly on their own. During this trial, I was able to see, you know, how valuable life is and how valuable the people that you hang around or the people that you even date or the people that you even know, how valuable it is to judge their character. Sometimes I let people stay around who I knew was going to affect a situation that I had going on. So I don't, and for the people who came to this trial that I never met a day in my life, never had any contact with them, never had a text message with them, never had an interaction with them, don't even know where most of these stories came from, it's baffling. Never forced a woman to commit a sexual act. Never, I've been traveling all around the world from here to Dubai, and you would never hear a woman say that I forced them to do anything sexual or commit a rape with anybody. I don't hang around people that do things of that nature. I feel like, and somebody asked me this the other day, it was like, every time I see your head high, you always smiling, because when you have that confidence, it takes me back to the Bible. When you have that confidence and you know you can be falsely accused of things, Jesus was falsely accused, a lot of the prophets were falsely accused. You don't have that emotion like you've done something. You know, so if you see me with my head high, or if you see me smiling, it's because
definitely
I know at the end of the day, through Jesus Christ, the Most High will always give you the actual judgment. So I really thank you for providing us a fair trial. Just me getting to know you during trial, I was like, you know, she's just the judge. But when you sit 12 people in that panel, and you,
that's what it sounds like.
Have them, you know, judge our lives.
Yeah, funny
you know,
shit.
Put them in a position to judge our lives. It takes you back to.
I would hope he like yo, and shit like this. Leave Jesus out of it, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Jesus ain't got no burns. He ain't got no place in court. You feel me? Jesus ain't got no place in court, y'all. Leave Jesus out of this, man.
Once again, the Bible, when people had to judge these prophets' lives, and I say, if you know me, you actually know me. There's plenty of people that know me in this world. There's plenty of people that know me in this jail. There's plenty of people that know me where I'm from. Like I say, once again, I'm not perfect. I come from certain areas. I come from, you know, certain environments. I come from doing things in my past life before the music. But I'm here to tell you that if you sat in this trial and you paid attention to this trial, before these dates, no woman could ever say, I've done those things to them. Before these dates, you can go on my Instagram and see these women enjoying themselves, having their own things, living their own life. Before these dates, I can say you had these women that never had anything to say about me. Before this indictment, before the RICO, you had these women actually talking to me while I was incarcerated. I've been incarcerated for 4 years, and these women are interacting with me.
Yeah, there is.
These
There's a bunch of them too. The woman judge, woman prosecutor, woman court.
Or monsters, or I'm a monster, or took these proffers. This wasn't the case before they was indicted. So from my perspective, I feel like some people can get bullied into a situation that they really don't really wanna do. And
look at the title.
I'm sitting here just holding my head high and just, you know, feeling that one day the truth will come out. One day the truth will come out on my situation. One day the truth will come out on this rape allegation. That these things never happen. And when you see a person get up on that stand and put their hand on the Bible.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari.
He ain't got parole because he got 2 life sentences. He definitely got parole. He gonna have to serve that, man. If he get a life back, he still got 70 years. Like, yo, the chances of Cashout ever seeing outside of a prison, that shit is very slim, man. That's the prosecution made a major mistake somewhere along the line.
And swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That means you have to be perfect, like you're Jesus. You have to be perfect on that stand. You can't show a flaw. And that's a tough one. It's a tough one for me because I had flaws in my life. So you have to tell the complete truth
I
on that
think
stand.
he made his situation worse by giving this statement. Like, yo, he probably was better off not even saying nothing. Like, oh, see, this the type of he was better off not even saying nothing. Yo, you know what they say? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Like, he was better off not even saying nothing. Just, accepting the sentence. But this goes into the whole how all this situation played out. His inability to accept accountability is what got his mother 30 years. You know what I mean? If he'd have took accountability, his mother would have made out somehow. But he still, even after the verdict, even after he heard what the prosecution is recommending, is not accepting accountability for his actions. Sometimes you gotta just bite the bullet, yo. It's a tough one. But sometimes you got to.
Go out there and see people put their hand on that Bible and not tell the complete truth. And that's baffling. But at the end of the day, I put my trust in the Most High. I put my trust in the universe to bring out the truth. To bring out the truth of these people who made these allegations. To me, it's like you have no heart. You have no heart. And I know people want me to stay in line or walk a toe, but when you're speaking something truthfully and you're speaking from the heart and you know that this is not your character, something must be said. And I just wanted to address the court and give my perspective on the things that I felt during this trial and the judgment that I felt that the jurors gave us was not the correct judgment.
Funny as shit.
And it was so. Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta leave Jesus. You gotta, with shit like this, yo, when you faced with these type of accusations, and leave Jesus out of this show. You know what I mean? Just leave Jesus out of this. So you don't gotta bring Jesus in every goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Jesus is busy, he's tired. Like, he could have said all of that, what he said, and not mention Jesus not one time.
Your Honor, thank you for allowing Mr. Gibson to speak to this honorable court.
After the mother speaker, we're gonna switch over to that
So,
that shit
Your Honor,
happened
I'm
in
asking this
Jacksonville.
court to measure what
Look, he done fucked the lawyer up. Look, the lawyer fucked up. It's hard to ask for any type of leniency after that statement. Like, the nigga gave it was not funny, yo. So y'all already get me started. It ain't funny, yo. Yo, but how can the lawyer proceed after that? Like, oh, you just got up that bitch, blame the victims, ain't take no account. He called the victims weak or some shit like that. Ain't take no accountability. But the lawyer is on this bitch arguing that you need a lighter sentence. Yo, when that bitch stuck, you're like, shit, bitch, you should have told me you was gonna say that. You're probably like, God damn, bro, why you ain't tell me that's the way you was going? You feel me? Like, I'd have told you not to say nothing. If you'd have told me, we was gonna do that, I'd have been like, no, we can do that in writing. I mean, you can write the judge that. We don't gotta do that in open court.
offered before trial and what the court believes is fair after this trial, and that there not be
the judge gave an extra 5 years for that. That's probably what it was, because remember the state was only looking for life plus 65 in some months. I think the judge is rounding that off. I'm gonna give him an extra couple months just for this fucking whatever the fuck you want to call that.
a trial penalty imposed. I'm asking the court to consider a 30-year sentence with all of the charges run concurrent, with the exception of the firearm charge.
No, he
that has to be under our statute.
He should know he wasn't getting that.
A consecutive imposition.
All right.
He should have done goddamn well that wasn't happening.
All right.
Nigga, you think they did all? You think they went through all this just to give you an extra 5 years, my nigga? Like, yo, come on, lawyer, that was stupid as a bitch. You should at least said 40. You know what I mean? Like, yo, they not gonna go through no whole trial process when they was only offering when he offered you 25 and give you 30. Like, that ain't happening. The mother was involved.
She's had not a single negative incident during her stay.
All right, so this is the mother's lawyer right here. The mother was involved. I'm just saying, if Peter took that 25-year sentence, he could have saved his mother this 30-year sentence she got. She probably got 15. She been locked up for 4 years. Mom Duke's probably been home in another couple of years. But Cashout ain't taking accountability. He still haven't taken accountability.
At all. Not a single write-up, not a run-in, not an argument, nothing at all. In fact, there's a supervising officer that is in the women's location who speaks very highly of her and her involvement while in custody.
Correction, it's 1 in 37.
I'm sorry, is it 37?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 in 37. My apologies.
Wicked. It's the mother.
So
it's the mother. It's Cashout, the rapper from Atlanta. His mother right here, and his cousin. It's like a family. It was like a family thing they had going on.
Her last, as the state shared with you, her criminal history. The only other felony to speak of related to Ms. Smith is not some 32 years ago, and it's in regards to possession of marijuana charge.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's just like this though, Sean. Yo, you got 12 people testifying you. Yo, the best thing to do is to take the deal. You got 12 people testifying against you. Yo, you don't have Diddy legal team. Like you don't have a $20 million attorney, or 8. Diddy had 8 lawyers, man. You ain't got 8 lawyers over this bitch, Cashout. Yo, what the fuck that shit called? Texas Hold'em or some shit. Yo, you gotta know what to hold them and what to fold them, yo. Like you gotta know. You can't be playing 21 and you got a motherfucking 2 motherfucking well, you got a jack, a king, and then you pick up a 5. You playing a losing hand, man. Like sometimes you can't. Every battle ain't meant to be fought. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Like you can't fight all battles. Everybody I know that jumped on every opportunity is either dead or in prison. Like I'm talking about on some street shit. Sometimes you gotta let shit slide, yo, and it might hurt to let shit slide. But in order to preserve your life, I mean, you can't be out this bitch jumping on everything, yo, because eventually you're gonna lose. You know, the law of odds. I mean, odds and evens. Chances are, if you keep rolling them dice, you're gonna crap out.
While she's been in custody, she's been positively engaged and working on rehabilitation. One of the things that Mr. Matthews mentioned that is expected to come out of sentencing and what the expectation is, she's already been working on her rehabilitation since she's been in custody. She has been a pod worker, which is the equivalent of a trustee. So her requirements there is that she cleans the pod, that she passes out food, that she mops floors, that she sweeps floors, that she makes sure that clothes get washed. And while that sounds to some, while it might be, I don't know, even demeaning to some,
Judge ain't trying to hear that.
it's actually a privilege.
Yeah, not trying to hear that. I want to see what her lawyer recommended for her. So we gotta go back some. The judge ain't trying to hear that shit.
Cosmetology, all these things, regardless of whether or not these are areas that pertain to their particular arrest or pertain to something that they have personally asked for and needed, and she's walked through all of them. She's participated in everything. Since she's been in custody, she has been conducting Bible study for the past, I want to say, 2.5 years. And in that, she has received a certificate. And it's for the faith worth dying for. having achieved a grade of 100%. She's also participated in lessons on assurance and received a certificate for that through the Set Free Prison Ministries Rehabilitation by Regeneration program that's at the jail for her. During the time that she's been in custody, she's unfortunately lost her father. During this trial, you learned that while at the home in Johns Creek, her father lived with her. She had a family that lived in the home with her, and she was a primary caregiver. Since she's been in custody, she's lost him. Her mother is 77 and is in Alabama. Her brother is just 50. And during the time that her father was severely declining, he went into a coma. He's recently come out of the coma. He requires speech therapy. He requires, I believe, occupational therapy and physical therapy, and is receiving dialysis. So naturally, her mother at 77, her brother at 50 with all of these now special needs, these are folks that she would like to get back to, folks that she would like to be able to caregive for like she did for her father while he was ill before she went into custody.
Yo, Cashout could have made that happen. Cashout could have made that happen for his mother, y'all. I'm telling you, yo, they give deals like that. They give deals like that, yo. If he'd have took that 25, yo, Mom Deuce would have got out.
We attempted, Ms. Smith never wanted to be in trial. Ms. Smith never wanted to have a trial. And so there were several conversations and meetings that the state and I had, and the bottom line is that we were just far too far apart on being able to reach a negotiation that we could present to this court.
That's what I'm saying.
So she ended up in trial.
If he'd have took that 25, he could have made, he could have made a provision. I'm telling you how these people work. He could have made a provision in his sentence that, yo, if I take this plea, give my mother leniency. They'd have did it, yo. I'm telling you. Because the state don't be wanting to go to trial either. Nobody wants to go to trial. It's too expensive. I think a trial like $250,000 or something like that. Just for a regular trial. Ain't no telling how much this trial costs. Ain't nobody trying to go through all that. It's a waste of money, especially when you can just, how the state look at it, you can just take this deal and, you know, we can move on to the next. They got hella trials. They got hella people incarcerated, man.
But definitely not a choice of hers. I've heard the recommendation from the state, which ultimately is the max on the two charges and to run them consecutively. On behalf of Ms. Smith, I would ask for something different, but I do want to allow Ms. Smith an opportunity to speak on her own behalf if Your Honor would like to hear from her. You can come over here.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'd like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Make sure you're speaking today.
I'm sorry. I'd like to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak. Not a day, ever since I turned myself in, I was always prayerful for the victims. I take accountability. I pray for them continuously. I pray for the district attorney's office. I pray for you, Judge, because that's what God requires me to do. And that's what I truly feel in my heart, because I love God so much, and I'm so full of joy. That Friday, when the verdict came in, I wasn't angry at all. Not at all. I almost thought something was wrong with me. So that Saturday, well, the night before, let me back up, I talked to God like I always do. And he said, I must give my testimony to the young ladies in New Beginnings.
Hey, Sean, you funny as
And I
shit.
said, Father God, I don't want to put my business out there. That's my business. But Father God said, your business is my business, and my agenda is your agenda. He said for me, which I always do, I respect authority. And Sergeant Ball was on the shift in my pod. So I had to speak to her. I was kind of afraid to speak to her. But Father God reminded me, he said, I'm by your side, do not fear.
Yeah, that's straight. Some losses definitely actually win.
So I pressed the button and I asked, could I speak to her, because I knew.
Ignite the fairways.
With fireball.
Jiminy Cricket, you don't even have a club in your hand.
Man, that shit crazy. This whole situation crazy. You shouldn't be committing crimes with your motherfucking parents and shit. Like, I don't know when that started. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something more prevalent in today's society, yo. But yo, you don't commit crimes with your kids, man.
There's authority that I must talk to. So I went out and she asked me what was going on. And I said, Sergeant Paul,
So the old family disciples.
During devotion, will I be able to give my testimony?
That's what happens, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. If that motherfucker get to talking life, motherfuckers' lives change, man. For real, like, yo, that shit real, yo. Like, yo, facing life ain't no joke. I'm trying to tell you, like, that shit get treacherous. You gonna have some sleepless nights in that bitch. You gonna have some motherfucking vivid dreams. Man, that shit ain't no play. Ain't nothing to play with, man. I'm telling you, you start questioning everything. Yo, because you hear about, you know, people getting life in prison. But for some reason, they don't really ever register like, yo, these people really take your life, yo. Like, these people really sentence you till you die in this bitch. You feel me? And it's real. It's not a game. And you know, sometimes, you know, the Bible is the only option. You know, you got to go back. You got to go back to the roots. But I wouldn't have brought, even if that's what I was doing in jail, I wouldn't have brought that shit to court. You know what I mean? That shit ain't really got no place in the courtroom. They don't give a fuck one way or another.
God doesn't give you that. He gives commandments. And I never want to be disobedient to God. She said, Miss Smith, she said, you cannot be disobedient to God. Yeah, so if you give your testimony and it just saves one person, just one person, you've done what God asked you to do.
See, I couldn't do all that, yo.
So I gave my testimony to about 35 women in the New Beginnings pod with me.
I couldn't do all that.
God was speaking through me. I give him all the praise and glory. It's not me at all. My attorney, she's been great. She's been great. And she asked me when she came Sunday to speak to me what I would like her to say. And she has done that. And I just said, give me an opportunity just to speak to the judge just a little bit.
I don't think any of them did.
I'm so sorry for the victims. And I pray for them and will continue to pray. Because God says, if you love me, you love others. And when I pray wholeheartedly. I didn't think I could do it in the beginning. I said, God, I don't know if I can do this. But he
the
knew.
fucked up thing about this shit,
Exactly
they wasn't even paying these people. Like this is what they was trying to allege Diddy did. You know what I mean? Diddy's situation is totally different. Yo, they really was having these girls fuck and not get paid. Like, that's diabolical, man.
He wanted me to do. He chose me to do this. I couldn't even stop teaching the word if I wanted to. That's not even an option with me. Whatever
What the fuck?
you wish it to be,
That's
I'm
how you
okay
funny as
with
shit.
that. Because I will continue to spread the good news wherever I go. Because that's the path that God put me on. It's been with me for a long time. I just didn't take notice to it. I love what I do. I love spreading the good news. I love showing love to all. And I mean it wholeheartedly.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, yo. That's why, yo, decision making, yo, you gotta, yo, I can't stress decision making enough, yo. Yo, you gotta know what you doing, yo. Like, God, I don't think, I truly believe this, yo. I don't think they realized what they was doing carried this stiff of a consequence. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you gotta know what you doing, man. You gotta know the laws of the lane. Like, yo, they put themselves in a fucked up situation. They put themselves in a fucked up situation, man. For real. They all fucked up. Everybody lost.
Free at all. And I thank you for this opportunity. Miss Winfrey, I thank you. I thank everyone.
Thank you. I'm going to be asking that you sentence her to a period of 20 years to serve 5 with the balance on probation.
That's what I'm saying,
the
yo.
state has listed their conditions.
She could have got that. I'm telling you, yo, if he'd constructed a deal with the state, yo, she could have got that. She could have got that 20 years suspended sentence with probably 5 to 10 years jail time.
I have no objection to the conditions that they have listed, so I ask that those conditions be the conditions that this court sentence her.
She probably is.
And that she will allow to serve the balance of her 20 years on probation outside of that 5 years.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We ready to switch gears. The rest of it we watched on yesterday live. I just wanted to highlight this show because yesterday I said that I ain't taking no motherfucking 25 years, and I won't. You got to convict me and sentence me to that, but it's circumstantial. I would take 25 years to save my mother, or my baby mother, or my kids. Like if I knew I was the target of an investigation or something like that, and I knew they really wanted me, and they had the evidence against me, I ain't gonna make you suffer too. Even if you was complicit. You know what I mean? Even if you was complicit to a lesser degree, I'm not gonna allow them to take us all down. Nah, fuck that. Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet, yo. You gotta take accountability, yo. And it's a tough pill to swallow. You right, it is a lot of time. Y'all wanna watch that? It's a tough pill to swallow, yo, but you know what I mean? You know what you did. You know what you did.
I got this car recently, and look.
That's why, yo, I ain't never really, I knew what it was. You feel me? I ain't gonna be out this bitch crying over spilled milk when I know what the fuck it is.
Items by an inmate. Prostitution. To run concurrent. During the course of this trial, the court heard and viewed evidence demonstrating the very worst of human behavior toward other human beings. The jury verdict in this case reflects that the state met its burden in proving beyond a reasonable doubt that the diabolical conduct of the defendants occurred. The sentencing to be meted out by this court will be responsive to that. Mr. John Michael Hakeem Gibson, would you please stand? Okay. On count 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, 20 years to serve in confinement, to run consecutive with count 10. On count 10, rape. life in confinement. Count 12, aggravated sodomy, life in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 22, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive
for real.
with count 1.
Yeah, that is wild, just.
Count 23,
Just one.
trafficking a person for sexual servitude,
Appreciate the $5 super sticker too,
20
bro.
years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 22. Count 24 on the lesser included offensive battery, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 25, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 5 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 23. Count 26, pimping, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 27, pandering, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 28, keeping a place of prostitution, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 29, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer.
That's what I say. I wouldn't be able to sit through this, yo. You could, they could have put me in the overflow room. Like if I was him, I would put me in the overflow. I don't need this. You could have sent me back downstairs to the holding cell and continue with the proceedings. Like I don't gotta sit back and listen to this shit. Like for real, I don't even want to.
To run concurrent with count 10. Count 30, simple battery, merges into count 24, battery.
No, it's just jail.
Count
Prison.
45, possession of prohibited items by an inmate, 5 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 25. Conditions of this sentence: no contact with any of the victims named in the indictment, to include Diamond Urban or their families. You are to register as a sex offender. You are to stay away from 737 Alfred Road in Atlanta. You are to stay away from the Mezzo condominium, 2171 Peachtree. You are to stay away from the St. George's Commons address, and you are to stay away from the Fulton Industrial Boulevard corridor.
There you go.
All right, you may be seated. All right, Ms. Smith and counsel, please stand.
Crash, there we go, crash.
As to count 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, 20 years to serve in confinement. Count 37, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 10 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive.
I don't know, yo. See, that type of shit, that's, I would take that type of stuff as disrespect. Like the register as a sex offender and the don't go to this address. Like, yo, Your Honor, come on now. You could have sent me that shit in writing. Like, I ain't going nowhere. You just gave me life plus 70 fucking years.
1. You're to have no contact
Cashout by
with
mistake.
any of the victims, including Diamond Urban, named in this indictment, or their families. You are to register as a sex offender. You are to stay away from 737 Alfred Road, the Mezzo at 2171 Peachtree Road, the address at the St. George's Commons, 9340,
on hope and shit. I don't give me no
and
hope.
the
Fuck
FIB, Fulton Industrial Boulevard.
It's one of the worst things they can do, y'all. Is have you holding on to hope. Give you $1 million bond. Just no bail me. I don't give me no motherfucking $1 million bond on good goddamn well I can't pay the. I would sleep better with a no bail. You know what I mean?
You may be seated. All right, Mr. Taylor.
No, ain't no bail.
On count 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, 20 years to serve in confinement, to run consecutive with count 9. Count 9, rape, life in confinement.
Why she say life like
count
that?
11,
Just sounds so vicious.
aggravated sodomy, life in confinement, to run concurrent with count 9.
Like, is there a better way to say life? Like, that shit just sounds so, like, I feel that bitch in my chest. Life, like, oh my god, I think I got chills. Like, is there a more subtle way? You know, like, you know, I ain't trying to be funny either. I'm just saying though, like, it gotta be a better way to say that. You know, like, it gotta be, you know, a little way that's more calming, more soothing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Count 13, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement, to run consecutive with count 1.
So that's like plus 40 already.
Count 15, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 20 years to serve in confinement, to run consecutive
From Baltimore.
with count 13.
So he got life plus 60.
Count 16, false imprisonment, 10 years to serve in confinement, to run consecutive with count 15.
Life plus 70.
Count 17, pandering by compulsion, 10 years to serve in confinement, to run concurrent with count 9. Count 18, possession of cocaine, 3 years to serve in confinement, to run concurrent with count 9.
Damn, yo.
Count 19,
Jeez.
tampering with evidence, 12 months to serve in confinement, to run concurrent with count 9. Count 20, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer by use of threats or violence, 10 years to serve, to run concurrent with count 9, and a suspended fine of $300. You're to have no contact with any of the victims.
All right, if you guys are here in Pennsylvania,
so he got life. So him and Cashout both got life plus 70. They both got life plus 70. The mother got 30.
To have any contact with Diamond Irvin or any of their families. You are to stay away from the Fulton Industrial Boulevard corridor. You are to stay away from 737 Alfred Road in Atlanta. You are to stay away from the Mezzo address at 2171
Alright, yo.
Peachtree.
Yo. Damn, shorty. Rest in peace to Cashout, man. He basically dead for real. Yo, you catch life in prison, you dead. Like, that shit ain't no fucking different than really dying. But decision making, yo. Decision making is everything, man. Yo, have y'all seen this situation out of Jacksonville? Oh, yeah? You might gotta check that out. I've been told y'all this, though. Been told y'all this. He the only person that fucking admitted. He's the only rapper. Salute the, what's your name? Prince Dre. He's the only rapper from Chicago to ever admit the truth. The numbers back it up. The numbers back it up. All these other motherfuckers be lying. Let's see what he said. Told you how when he started reporting on that drill shit, how the murder rate skyrocketed.
Attribute that to academics, because academics was covering y'all, giving y'all nicknames, and
I feel like he was making shit worse.
Really?
I feel like he got a lot of people killed.
Oh wow, explain it.
Niggas got themselves killed, but
yeah,
him like instigating and putting the light and.
How much do you attribute that to academics? Because academics was covering y'all, giving y'all nicknames.
A lot. If you look at the numbers, the murder numbers, and how they shot up when he started covering them. Chicago murders went from 300 to 700. Fucking murders don't go up 400 murders in 2 years, man. That was clout. Clout did that to them. And now they brought it to the world. Now everybody clout chasing. Yo, but have y'all seen this shit that happened in Jacksonville? With this kid right here?
Court order. The body won't.
We gotta go to that. He was sitting in the car. Looked like a routine traffic stop. And JSO. Where's the press conference? I want to see the press conference. Here you go. Oh, this man shot and killed. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Here you go, right here. Now, look, we saying no fucking Grim Reaper, man. You feel me? Like, yo, them names, it was them nicknames, man. He gave them boys them nicknames. You know, people chase clout. Especially, you know, clout came from Chicago. The academics caused a lot of trouble with that war in Chirac shit, man. But have y'all seen this right here? This is a wild situation, yo, that the officer is standing behind.
And that's why he's joining me up here this evening. Today, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is releasing information regarding the circumstances of William Anthony McNeil Jr.'s arrest on February 19th of 2025. Yesterday, while I was in church, JSO became aware that cell phone camera footage purportedly of this arrest was circulating on social media. At my direction, the agency immediately began both a criminal and administrative review of the officer's actions. These administrative reviews are ongoing, but the state attorney's office has determined that none of the involved officers violated criminal law. Even though the administrative review has yet to be completed, we are releasing the body-worn camera footage today because Officer Bowers has consented to its release and waived his officer's bill of rights pertaining to the discrete piece of evidence. Because the administrative review is pending, the officer's bill of rights prevents me from releasing any additional information beyond these videos, as it is confidential under Florida Statute 112.532. As JSO's leader, I have vowed to be open and transparent with the public that we serve. Whether the information shared reflects well in this agency or not, I have always done my very best to tell the public exactly what's going on within the agency. When there are allegations of officer misconduct, our agency thoroughly investigates those allegations. When allegations of officer misconduct are sustained, we hold officers accountable.
No, it's crazy, right? This video is from February. If sure they never released it, they'd have never spoke about it. This officer probably still in the force. Wait till y'all see what happened, y'all. Shit was despicable.
Many times in the past. In this case, the cell phone camera footage that began viral circulation over the weekend does not comprehensively capture the circumstances surrounding this incident.
Oh, yeah?
And that is to be expected. Part of that stems from the distance and perspective of the recording cell phone camera. Another part of it stems from the fact that the cell phone camera did not capture the events that preceded Officer Bowers' decision to arrest McNeil. Moreover, cameras can only capture what can be seen and heard. So much context and depth are absent from recorded footage because the camera simply cannot capture what is known to the people depicted in it. As a 33-year law enforcement officer, I understand the importance of thorough and complete investigations. One piece of evidence considered in a vacuum without any context can lead to skewed conclusions.
Yo, what did he mean, yo? They grabbed him. It was a routine traffic stop. The motherfucker punched him through the window, grabbed him out the car. Oh, these people be crazy, yo.
Camera footage becomes the basis on which public opinion turns. The results can be equally faulty. A rush to judgment, whether it be in a criminal investigation or in a court of public opinion, can lead to flawed conclusions. Tonight, I'm sharing the footage from the body-worn cameras of the arresting officer, Officer D. Bowers, and two of the assisting officers, Officer D. Miller and Officer G. Curse, so that the public has more complete understanding of this incident. Before I deliver the currently available information and play the relevant body-worn camera, I want to be clear about something. Yes, there absolutely was force used by the arresting officers, and yes, that force is ugly. But as I've said many times before, the reality is that all force, all violence is ugly. And just because force is ugly does not mean it's unlawful or contrary to policy. But moreover, I want to provide the public with some background information pertinent to this incident. Since January 1st, 2025, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has been involved in 38,805 traffic stops. Even as I speak, that number is climbing. The overwhelming majority of these tens of thousands of traffic stops were made without incident. After this traffic stop on February 19, 2025, McNeil was arrested for resisting a police officer without violence, driving on a suspended driver's license, and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana.
What?
On February 20th, 2025, McNeil pled guilty to and was adjudicated guilty of resisting a police officer without violence and driving on a suspended driver's license. Those pleas of guilty were accepted by a local judge who found them to have been factual basis and to have been voluntarily made by McNeil.
Me neither.
After the resolution of this criminal case, McNeil took custody of his cell phone, the one he presumably used to record the footage that was shared on social media.
Yeah, they always do that shit, Keisha. Like, they always do that. Like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. The video is in question, my brother.
2025. At no time, February to now, did McNeil contact JSO to file a complaint, nor share with the agency the cell phone footage that is circulated on social media. As I said earlier, immediately upon becoming aware of this footage, JSO began a criminal and administrative investigations into the incident. Had McNeil filed a complaint, JSO would have started this investigation at that time. But we were not aware of this allegation or of improper use of force before this weekend. As this is agency's pattern of practice in any circumstances of use of force, the relevant body-worn camera footage was reviewed by multiple levels of supervision. However, as you'll see in short order, the body-worn camera footage does not capture Officer Bowers' response to resistance when McNeil was seated in the driver's seat. As I explained, although the state attorney's office has deemed it not criminal, the response to resistance is now subject of a pending administrative review to determine if Bowers' conduct violated JSO policy. The law requires that a person comply with the police officer's commands during a traffic stop. This is extremely important. There are not options. If you disagree, take care of it someplace else, but not on the side of the road. No one enjoys being the subject of a traffic stop, and there are times in which citizens dispute the circumstances of their stops. But the law is clear. A person must comply with an officer's commands, even if that person disagrees with that officer's reason for the stop. Within 21 seconds of his civil stop,
yeah, this goes into what I always be saying. These motherfuckers think they are the law. You're not the law, bro. You're here to uphold the law. But a lot of these police think they is the law.
Without illuminated headlights during the rain or failure to wear a seatbelt, McNeil refused to provide stopping officers with his driver's license and registration. 14 seconds later, he locked his car door and refused to exit the vehicle, despite being told many times that he was under arrest. Moreover, McNeil was warned 7 times that he needed to open the door and exit because he was under arrest for resisting an officer without violence, or police would be forced to break his car window. Soon after McNeil was outside his car, officers found a large, unsheathed serrated knife on the driver's side floorboard.
Wow.
Now I'll play relevant portions of the body-worn camera of the 3 officers, Officer Bowers, the stopping and arresting officer, Officer Miller, the second responding officer who spoke to McNeil from the passenger side of the vehicle, and Officer Curse, one of the assisting officers.
It's disgusting.
is the reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. It's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over.
Yeah,
give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
3735. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For the 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it. Yep.
Yeah, knife was on the floor though.
25 seconds. If anybody responds,
They ain't justified to be having no knife. Man, they ain't seen the knife till they grabbed him out the car and searched him. That's when they seen the knife.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Your my camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay.
Now he's recording.
You're under arrest for resisting.
Let's go to his video first. Let's go to his video, and then let's go back to that, so we can get both angles. Email promo. I'm sure they got it. It's the Jacksonville plea. Excuse me. I don't got the fucking video.
Court order.
They gotta have a video. They got everything, Jacksonville. Fuck that video at, y'all. Where that video at?
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Yeah. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off first of all, and then there's no rain. It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on. Can you pull that law up? Huh? Can you pull that law up? Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will. Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor? Right, when he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Fuck, they ain't post the whole video, man. Where the whole video at, y'all? I'm sure it's on YouTube. Jacksonville man live stream police encounter. We'll get back to that. Just the whole video.
And now to that viral video we've been talking about throughout the morning here on Good Morning Jacksonville, stemming from a traffic stop in Duval. We have the video begins with the driver explaining to a Jacksonville sheriff's officer who you cannot see on camera that he was pulled over for not having his headlights on. The driver argued the lights did not need to be on because it wasn't raining. When he asks for a supervisor, things quickly escalate. Take a look.
Can you call your supervisor? All right, go for it.
Bro, nigga, fuck. Look at this shit.
Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here. Come here. What is your reason, sir? Step out. What is your reason? Step out now. All right. No.
We mentioned the driver was hit multiple times. You see once they...
Where go to it? I wanted to show that point of view first. He asked for a supervisor. So what should have happened was they shouldn't have done nothing until a supervisor got there. You know what I mean? Regardless if they was begging or whatever it was doing, whatever they were doing in the beginning. Ask for a supervisor.
You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be.
We'll beat him up some more.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay. Sir, this is your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit.
He asked for a supervisor, though. Before he even closed the door. Can I get a supervisor? They got a car parked in front of him. He can't go no motherfucking where unless he rammed the car.
Or we are going to break the window. No, he's under arrest. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
That's ain't raining right now.
Vehicle's blocked in. Just locked it up. Put the window down the back side and talk to break the window. Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
1033 at 16.1 hours.
What is your reason?
They beating the shit out of him. Grabbing him by his hair.
Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you? What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was.
He just need them.
Now, man, ain't no talking. What's going on, man? You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
Hey, they crashed his car? Oh, the fuck I missed. Why they crash his car? What, he trying to pull off?
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the...
Yeah, they definitely punched him in the face a few times.
Hey, I'm about to break the window.
Hold up, bro. You guys are back. Alright, so it ain't no car in front of him right here.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so they ain't hit the car right there.
What's wrong with you? What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was on. Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking. You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
Well, when did they crash his car, yo? He ain't never tried to pull off, did he? Don't look like he tried to pull off.
Show me your hands. Here.
1033 at 16.1 hours.
What is your reason? Step out. What is your reason? Step out.
muscles already like that.
You're under arrest. That's what's going on. Yes, bro. Yes. Lawful reason, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off now, man. And I'm just trying to have a real conversation with y'all.
Oh no, he did move kind of close to that bitch.
So why close the door if you see him pull up? Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing wrong. No resisting, idiot. I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can lean up? What up? You both my bro.
Start rescue. Kid 67, approximately 30-year-old Bravo Mike. Last race.
Yeah, on his version of the video, you can see him whip their ass. You can see the police whip his ass. Even once he got out the car. Hold on. But they ain't just do that, they fucked him up. They ain't posted. Who the fuck posted that video? Neighborhood Talk probably posted it. I think that's why I was saying to that. Here you go.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm
serious, man. Audi cashes out.
There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up? Huh? Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
That punch is unnecessary, man.
Come here. What is your reason, sir? Step out. What is your reason? Step out now.
They kept whipping his ass. Look, popped him again.
Stop fighting! Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
No, that was unnecessary, man. Shit was unnecessary.
Good? So you or him? Okay.
You don't need to see no. I see the other angle.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will. Can you step out?
Because you don't even know the whole situation.
You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required to comply.
I'm required to actually.
So, yes. Correct. Huh? Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess talked to you?
When he pulled me over,
yeah.
Opened my door because my window don't work. Right?
Okay.
And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like,
okay.
There's multiple people here. Like,
Okay, that's still a legitimate reason to pull somebody over.
There's no range.
Yeah, it's a petty ass
It
reason
doesn't
to
matter.
pull somebody over, y'all.
You're still required to have headlights on.
That is petty as a motherfucker.
Huh? Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Ain't nobody no Billy Badass. It's about police
Alright, go for
over exerting their power.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hand.
You know, Shawnee, some people just racist and don't like, you know.
What's your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No.
Oh, yeah, why they switch? Hold the fuck up. Why they... Hold on. Why they didn't keep the camera on him? You see what they just did? They switched the camera. I wanted to see his point of view. Hold up, bro. Oh, no, they ain't switched
Exit
it.
the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hand.
What's your reason, sir? What is your reason?
So he the one that pulled him out. So he the one that fucked him, too.
Behind your back! Resist! Stand behind your back! What's wrong with you?
2574, listen.
A lot of flat sticks. From you?
You know, they need to start letting police smoke weed, man.
Yeah, see that knife?
They ain't police to smoke weed, yo. That'll help them a lot with their anxiety.
Yeah, you see what's right there on the seat?
Cause that's what they always do. What the fuck is that? That look like nothing.
Narcan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, you don't see Diva punching in
you see
video.
what's right there on the seat?
Fuck is that? It's a boxing strip?
Narcan?
Oh, yeah.
Beats and Narcan. So he get high.
One video clip, devoid of context, can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession since March 5th out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume, that he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as such, I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped.
Man, why you come
for
over here
multiple
with that dumbass shit, man? And you been over here way too long to not know how the fuck we are, how we rocking over here, man. You dumbass. Yo, that's fucked up. But it's typical, you know. The police do shit, don't take accountability for it, try to stand behind it, justify it. But that was inexcusable, y'all. Yo, a lot of times, yo, the police be curating. If it was 2 officers there instead of 12, that situation would have went totally different. Yo, a lot of times, yo, the way that they respond to certain situations is what creates the situation. If it was 2 officers called, which it should have been for a routine traffic stop, that situation would have ended much differently. That situation would have ended much differently. Hold up, y'all. Now, yo, that didn't have to go that.